Hey, girl, hey. Dear
Hello,
listeners, we're already pretty punchy today. I'm just throwing that out there.
hello, listeners.
We
We've
we
been here for 12 hours.
we've been here for 48 minutes.
Back, it feels like 12
But you
hours.
know what felt like 12 hours, Maim? You know
That
what felt
last
like?
episode.
No, Asteroid City.
Oh, I really wanted it to be good.
You may really like it.
Okay. I mean, I don't know.
So his movies, I mean, some critics really loved it, some critics really didn't.
There's never been a Wes Anderson movie I didn't love.
Even
So
French Dispatch?
I loved French Dispatch.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
I mean, you'll probably love it. Like, but it was very.
that's a good
If
description.
it felt like it was 2 hours long and it's only $1.30.
But I thought that's kind of like the magic of his
I
movies.
nearly fell asleep.
Oh no. See,
Oh
that's
yeah,
the part that I'm concerned about.
yeah. Like I was like, oh no, oh no, oh no. Okay. Um, and it's
Ah.
very referential to Moonrise Kingdom.
Oh, okay.
And I love Moonrise Kingdom. Like that
Yeah.
that's not my favorite, but it's my favorite's either Fantastic Mr. Fox or Grand Budapest Hotel. Like when those two are
Yeah.
those are probably my
I
two.
mean, nothing. I feel like. I mean, I know that there's been some articles that are like, oh, this is his. I don't think anything will ever beat Grand Budapest Hotel. Like, I think that was his peak.
Because it's not about children.
Well, it's not just that. It was just different.
It
It's just
was
it was just something different about
because it's
it.
not about children. Like all the rest of his movies about children.
All of them.
Think about it.
Darjeeling wasn't about children.
But were they children?
No.
Okay. But were they children?
I mean,
Mentally.
I guess if you say were they children enough times, I'm probably going to start thinking that, yeah,
But were they children? I've never seen Darjeeling Limited.
no, they weren't
Limited.
children.
Okay. But were they Ray Fiennes?
No,
Okay,
it
good.
was
They were children.
if they're not Ray finds their children now, that's where we're at. That's where we're at. Got it.
Oh God. But no, again, Margot Robbie, the women I'll just say this, I'll just say a couple more things. The children actors are not, he usually does so well with children actors, and they are kind of in this one.
Okay.
Yeah. But Margot Robbie, Scarlett Johansson proving she can act again.
Oh, that's nice.
Like, yeah,
That's
she
nice
was
because
fantastic. Like,
I hate the fact that
incandescent.
I mean, I'm really excited for her post Marvel world for her to just get back because every once in a while I'll get a hankering and I'll go back and watch Ghost World or I'll go back and watch Lost in Translation and I'm just like, gosh, like
Do you
when
ever
she
watch
wants
that one where she was an Asian?
no, I'm just gonna leave it there. No.
I, I,
The fact is,
I got, I got,
dear listeners, the fact that Scarlett Johansson and Emma Stone have both been in roles where they are somehow supposed to be Asian is a problem.
Emma Stone apologized
I understand that she apologized.
very
She
loudly at the
should have never
Oscars.
done it. As soon as she read the script, she should have said, "This is not for me. Why are you giving me this script?"
That's true. That's true.
She would have been real sorry if that had torpedoed her Oscar.
She was young. I give Scarlett Johansson was not that young.
I mean,
And the reactions were different. Scarlett Johansson came out and said, I don't care. I can play whatever I want to. I can play
girl,
a
when she
tree.
did
I can
all
play
that,
trans. I can do whatever I want to.
when she did all that, I was
Mm-hmm.
like, girl, you need to stop talking. You're doing
Mm-hmm.
too much now.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
We still like you because you Black Widow, but you're doing too much now,
Mm-hmm.
girl.
Mm-hmm.
You
Mm-hmm.
skating on thin ice, ain't
Mm-hmm.
it?
Mm-hmm.
It's, stop. Stop what you're doing because you're about to ruin. Oh, I love that song.
I did get my husband yesterday. We were chit-chatting. It was after the movie, and we were actually talking about Scarlett Johansson, could play whatever she wanted to. I was like, who's a big old turf? I was like, Eddie Redmayne. He's like, what? He is? I was like, no, he played Trance that movie. He's like, but did he?
I mean, your husband's not wrong. Not wrong. I watched it. I was like, oh,
you did?
Well, because it looked interesting to me.
What was it called? The Danish Girl.
Yeah. Like, it did look interesting to me. Not his part per se, but just like, you know me, I love a good period movie. So it's just like, I'm like, okay, I'll give it a try. It's like, I see the costumes, it's like crack for me. I'm like, I see the costumes and I'm like scratching.
Yeah, but girl, did you not see that wig?
No, I know, but the costumes look nice. So I'm just like, let me just see what's happening.
Wig, let me tell you a story real quick.
Wig.
So I was looking at it. This is me describing a TikTok that I saw on Instagram. So here we go.
There's a lot of things happening right now.
There was it's through when the little like cameras, the Ring cameras, the doorbell cameras, and some police come over to this woman's house, this black woman's house. Like, okay. ma'am, we just got a call, and are you a hairdresser? She's like, no, I'm not a hairdresser. We got a call about a concerned citizen, ma'am. There's, how do I say it? There's some hair coming out of the back of your car, and she looks out. She's like, my wig, my wig. Oh my God. Oh my God, hold on a second. And she put like the officers start giggling, and girl, it shows the next clip is the picture of the back of the woman's car.
Oh no.
The trunk is shut. It's a Kia. The trunk is shut. And the wig, the hair's just flailed out all over the bumper, like bone straight because it's been in the air for so long.
Oh no.
I was like, that poor woman's wig is going to have to be brushed and reset again.
Oh, I knew there was a story I forgot to tell you. Because when you talked about the police showing up and all of this. So last night, when I went to go like meet this family for the first time. So dear listeners, I have some family that I've never met that's been visiting the Miami area, and I went to go meet them last night for the first time. They're from California. So I went and visited, right? We had ourselves a nice little family kiki and all of that stuff. I think it was around 2:00 in the morning. And I was like, oh my gosh, you all have to get up for your cruise tomorrow. And I was like, because I can just do this all night because, you know me. And I go to open the door to their Airbnb that they had. I swear this has really happened. And it still feels very surreal to me. I go open the door. And as I open the door, there is a fully dressed, prepared mariachi band that is literally standing on the porch preparing for a performance at 2:00 in the morning. And I thought, like, what's happening? And then I looked back at them. I was like, did you guys order a mariachi band? They do not speak English. That's another thing. Like, I think one of the dudes spoke good enough English. And they just looked at us confused, and we looked at them confused. And the one guy came from the van, and we're like, I think you have the wrong house. And he's like, is this blah, blah, blah? I'm like, oh, no, that's not this house. I mean, they look like something off of like Sábado Gigante. Like they were in full mariachi gear, 2 in the morning, ready to go crazy. It was so strange.
Speaking of things you never thought would happen in your life, Hey, Maim, did you know we have a Patreon?
What?
Dear listeners, if you go to patreon.com, Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money and you get exclusive.
Oh, yes.
Pre-release of our newest podcast, We Object, which is a Ally McBeal podcast. And Maim, do you know how you get that?
You get it by giving us money.
It's not exactly what I meant, but close. That is where you get. I meant you get it with us in the lightest drag. You get a video.
Oh, I thought you meant like
I know it was confusing. Hey, Maim, keep it up. Did you know that we have another podcast? What? It's called Baking Sugar. It's our Deciding Women podcast. Hey, Maim, huh? Yeah. Did you know that we have merchandise? What? If you go to MsMaim.com, you can buy something. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
There we go. Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right, dear listeners. 5-star reviews. If you love us, leave us a 5-star review. Oh, that was silent. I was expecting you to do something, but nothing happened.
I'm still laughing. I'm trying to get my breath.
God, oh my. This is season 3, episode 10, Stage Struck. So we are at the Applewood Playhouse in Applewoodington, Pennsylvania. I don't know where this is.
It's a white place.
It's a white place with a backlot somewhere. My husband has been watching Suits a lot recently.
What? Why are more people talking about that or something? Is that a good show that's
No.
like, okay.
Meghan Markle's on it.
Oh, that's a show that she was on.
Yes. She's good.
Okay. Did it come out on some kind of streaming network or something? Is that why people have been talking about it?
It's been on streaming network.
Oh.
Yeah.
I've literally seen more people mention it in the last week than I've ever heard before.
Yeah.
Huh.
Well,
okay.
There's a little press conference with the Lords are their last names, but one of the Lords is Maggie Taro and the other one is Julian Lord. We'll find out their actual names in a minute, but I'm giving them to you now. They are sort of the Elizabeth Taylor, Richard Burton of
Broadway.
The female star Maggie is just back from the hospital, which she said it's dry and now so am I.
I mean, is it the hospital or is it rehab? They're very different places.
I mean, the Betty Ford Clinic's still a hospital.
Betty Ford Clinic, darling. Only the best go to dry out there.
Ms. Bennington shows up, and she is a soap opera star who looks just like a drag queen.
She does. But
really,
my goodness, those shoulder pads are fabulous.
I thought they were natural.
She goes to the B. Arthur gym.
I must increase my shoulders.
Gotta get you for that, Mims.
Apparently, when they were making Are You There, Godspeed Margaret?
Yeah.
And they did the I must increase my bust. Yeah. The actors were doing the exercise wrong, and she actually got up and was like, you have to do it this way. And like was there with them. What's her name? Judy Blume? Is that Judy Blume?
The author?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, yes, Judy Blume. Margaret Atwood is what came to mind. I'm like, no, that's a completely different.
I was thinking Suzanne Summers, but that was the thigh thing that she did.
Girl, did you ever use one of those?
No, Thigh Master. That was it.
Did you never use my mom's?
No.
Oh, girl. What it
Mm.
was just this with like an industrial spring between it, so you push it
Oh.
together, and it was not easy.
Well, I mean, the inner thigh is actually like one of the weakest muscle groups,
Do you-
like
do
in
you-
terms of like training.
Do you remember that other exercise thing my mom had in the house, the fucking machine? That was supposed to be for your abs that you did.
Oh, yes.
The row.
My dad had one of those too.
So hilarious.
Somebody has got to go back and do like a compilation of like 90s workout
They're
things.
still available on Amazon. They're only like $100. Yeah.
Why are they $100 now? They weren't even that expensive.
Well, JB's here for some reason.
Oh, yay. Well, she's there to be supportive.
Well, she also, we find out, worked at the company, and she was a set painter with somebody else. We don't know who that other person was.
She wasn't an actress, but it's Jessica. It's Angela Lansbury.
We find out that Alexander, who's one of the old guys at the corner, is the owner and producer of this.
Oh, okay.
And JB met Frank here. He was the other artist.
We're gonna have a moment.
But life was
Moment of silence for Frank. That was our moment of silence.
If life were made of moments, would you ever know you had one?
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. You just solved the entire musical of Into the Woods right there. There are big, tall, terrible giants in the sky, girl.
Tell me about it. Tell me about it.
Girl, we need to find one next time I come down there.
Yes. Let's do it.
Big, tall, terrible giants in the sky.
Oh,
We'll be each other's wingmen.
Our most tallest giant moved to Pittsburgh.
Oh.
We had a fellow here. I love him. He's like one of my favorite people. He was like, I don't know, 6'10" or something like that. Insanity. And yeah, he recently moved to Pittsburgh. He found love, and they moved to Pittsburgh because that's where the other one was living. Pittsburgh. Sorry. He's got a soap dish.
Yes, I know.
Yeah.
I know. So Maggie takes JB into her dressing room. It's like, JB, sweetie, when
I love this woman.
Julian used to go to Cabot Cove with you, did you ever spend time with him? And JB's like, girl, no, he only ever talked about you. So she's like, would you like a glass of red wine? My doctor would kill me if he knew I was drinking one. Shoots it. And then opens the makeup case and she finds a note. Julian! And she runs over to Julian.
That was a good impression.
Thank you. So Julian just gives her a look. We go backstage, and there's a woman and somebody who's only kind of attractive from the side, but not dead on, talking to each other. Did you notice that? Like he had a hot profile, but later on the episode where you get his full face, like, whoa, the two halves do not make a whole. The two halves do not make a whole.
I liken those faces to road signs.
Oh,
it's not
God.
It's not clear till you look directly at it.
Yeah. So Maggie comes over. We find out the woman's name is Prue.
Mm-hmm.
And the guy who was Larry is sort of there with Maggie. And she calls Prue the resident bedspread.
That's a good read.
It is.
Like, sometimes reads are terrible, but you're also like, that was a good read.
That was a good read. Well, it's rehearsal. It's rehearsal now, girl. This is a jumping around mid-season random ass. We're going to do the best we can here.
Let's be clear here. This is one of those SAG episodes where Jessica invites some of her friends that need to get that SAG membership for the insurance.
Yeah, it
That's
really
what-
is.
That's
It
what this
really is. God.
Like the only established actors in this episode are Angela Lansbury and the old actor guy, because he was on like Knight Rider or whatever. Like that's the
Yeah.
only two dudes or the only two people that are like, yeah.
Did you see who directed this?
No.
John Aston.
That explains a lot.
Yeah, my husband's always like, oh, he's going to be in this episode, but he's in jail. I'm like, we move around. It's like directed by, we're like, God damn it.
That's why he went to jail, so he could start directing more. The Directors Guild was like, John Aston, you have to choose. You can't be part of one and the other.
So, I don't know if you heard, but SAG-AFTRA is getting ready to strike too.
The actors are going to strike now also?
It was supposed to be today to start. But the negotiator said, give us 12 more days. So July 12th is when they're going to strike. The last time that this happened was 1960 over residuals for television, when the actors and the writers were both striking the same time.
It's all happening all over again. It's
and
just
it's the same thing. It's just for streaming, right? So,
I mean, I really do, and I obviously, me and you fall a bit left of the spectrum, but my goodness, streaming companies, you are making so much money, and this is starting to become almost comical. Like that you're being like this over. These are not even like crazy demands.
Nope. Although the actors are saying, we don't want to be AI'd. Or if we are AI'd, we want all of the residuals from it.
Oh.
Yeah. So there's that.
That makes me wet. So I'm just going to say, yes, please. Please do not. Oh, man. Good job, actors.
So we're in the rehearsal. We're watching the rehearsal. And there's somebody in the shadow. And it's TJ. Who's that guy?
He was on Happy Days.
He was on Happy Days. I never liked Happy Days.
That was his best friend. No, that was his... Is that the best friend? No, that was a quirky friend. That was, yeah.
Well, TJ's Miss Bennington's fiance.
Oh.
Yes, she is fianced to be wed.
My goodness. Good job.
I know.
Good job, Miss Bennington.
We didn't know that gay marriage was legal then, but it was.
Honey, a lot of straight people have been gay married. They just didn't know it.
It's true. I had a cousin that was like that. That's a very sad story.
Can we save it for another podcast?
Let's just say HIV is... Speaking of that, y'all, I need to talk about something real quick about HIV.
Oh, Lord, we're about to have a moment.
We're about to have a moment. Let's talk about Robert Kennedy Jr. Oh, God.
We have to, please, no. Okay,
Dear listeners, this man. Oh, I know what he's doing. My husband is very smart and told me, and I agree, he's doing this so Donald Trump has a running mate as a coalition ticket. The man believes that other viruses cause HIV, believes that the drugs kill people. I'm
sorry, what?
Yeah, Google it. Like, he's got some very strong fringe theories.
I mean, I knew he had like crazy COVID stuff, but now he's gotten into this too.
Oh, all of them. All of it. What was it that caused trans people? There's chemicals that cause people being trans because it caused them in frogs, and it's doing that to us and effeminating our males. Dear listeners, that's not how this works, right? That's not frogs can go are sexually weird anyway. It hurts my head he's a Kennedy, and the family doesn't like him, right? Like nobody in this family likes him.
I think one of the things that's been so strange to me is just how fringy things are getting.
Mm-hmm.
And then they go from being fringy to like more of them talking about it.
Mm-hmm.
That to me is crazy.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Like this is, I mean, going all the way back to that horse drug or whatever. It's like, what's happening? And it's like, obviously I realize that the two of us are a little bit more politically inclined, but I just want to ask like the average American, like, is anybody else concerned that this just seems very like there's nothing that's too fringe anymore?
Well, a lot of it happened. This is theory I've got. After we started having charter schools, and after we stopped funding our actual public schools, right?
Yes.
Us and like 2 years after us are in North Carolina. The last time that we really did that, right? The rise of the Christian private school really happened while we were in high school.
Yeah.
So it's the dumbing down of education it's got consequences, Joe.
Wow.
I once had an argument with somebody. I can't even tell you. It's my horrible uncle's parents, who were like, I just don't know how I feel about giving all this money to education and all this money to like ADA compliance and all this, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, y'all, do you like going to the doctor and getting cured, of stuff? Well, yeah. All right. So you want your doctor, because your doctor right now is probably pretty old and is going to retire about the same time y'all do. Do you want your next doctor to be less educated than your current doctor? Because if you do, that's what you're talking about doing. That's the thing that doesn't quite connect. I understand the whole fuck your children, I don't care about your children, but it has direct impact on you. I don't.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah. I mean, it's I've actually had a few people that have said that to me too. They're like, you don't even have kids. Why do you care? I'm like, because they are still going to be running our society
Right.
when they get older.
And then, girl, when my aunt when I had to go to the hospital for my aunt's,
Right.
death, they were there. We did not want them to be there, but whatever. My uncle was still my uncle, and married person.
I know.
And I had my husband with me. And we walked in, and they're like, his parents are horrible. His parents are worse than him. And the mother was complaining about, while my aunt was sitting there dying, was complaining about, I'm really hungry. And then she started complaining about when she hurt her foot not too long ago. And then, like, this was as we were walking in, and then finally it realized that my husband was there. She's like, and who are you? And I just looked at her and said, he's my husband. And she went, whoa, 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 whoa. It's like, well, thank God, at least you shut up.
Oh my God.
I know that's a lot of, dear listeners, I apologize for all that truth I just threw at everywhere.
Everywhere
that I just did.
Wild. It's wild to me.
It is.
It's absolutely wild to me.
It is. But Alexandra approved TJ being there. We also meet the chief of police, who was playing the butler.
Oh.
And apparently back in the day, JB was like, we had to even have the mayor like play, and she does a cute little thing talking to Prue about it, about how bad he was. So it's a little bit later on. We're at a later point in rehearsal.
Mm-hmm.
And Maggie has a book, and she's looking through it, saying her lines. There's something at the end of the book. Julian, how could you do this to me? Step, step, faint.
I love a good faint.
I love a good, and that was a good pratfall. Like it was a good thing. Yeah. Like,
I love it. Stuff like that.
Can you death drop, girl?
You mean like die?
No, I mean like a drag queen. Like do a
You mean
death drop.
die? You mean die? That's the only death drop I do, girl. Die. That's it.
So it's apparently not that hard. I had a dancer friend, the dancer friend,
Yes.
the one who constantly had his knees, ankles, and hips hurt.
Yes, I do remember. Yes.
He tried to show me how to do a death drop.
Okay.
I could not get over the fact that I could trust the ground to catch me. That's
That's
like,
my problem.
that's like
Also.
the first thing you're supposed to trust the ground can catch you.
That's the problem. Because you know what? I don't even trust humans. I'm definitely not going to trust the ground, girl.
Mm-mm.
I mean, have you looked at the ground lately? It's dirty.
Do you know what the ground does, girl? The ground hurts.
It does.
I
tried to have a conversation with that ground one time, and it was like, no, you got back up. And it forcefully moved me. And I was like, that's not okay. Scraping up my knees and stuff. I didn't ask for that. I was just trying to say hello.
That is brown on brown crime.
Right? How did you know? How did you know it wasn't the sidewalk? That's why you gotta watch that. I'm telling you, girl, you gotta watch it. Don't be getting on that blacktop.
There's no black people in this episode.
That blacktop don't play.
Oh God. So, and the book disappears. Like JB looks over and the book is gone. So it's later on, and we're in like the hotel room.
Okay.
And Maggie's like, it was him. So they decide that the understudies are going to finish the rehearsal. JB's back in there watching the rehearsal. The scrapbook is back, but there's nothing in it.
Mm-hmm. Which is mysterious.
We're in the office, and Julian is like, Maggie can't go on. It'll have to be Barbara. You'll have to go on.
It's got to be Barbara now.
Mm-hmm.
Now, Barbara, we see you, Barbara.
You gotta go on.
We see what you're doing, Barbara.
You gotta go on, Barbara.
Mm-hmm.
JB's walking in the hallway, and Barbara comes out of the office like, I do not want to go on because this is the first day. There's critics here that I don't want to fail. JB asks Julian about what's happening. Julian's like, I will go on if Maggie goes on tomorrow, and I'll make that deal with Nicky, little Nicky, the producer. He's our money man, little Nicky.
Do that again.
Little Nicky. Yes. That's right, little Nicky. Let me make sure that the cat thing is. Oh no, are we having issues with the shit? I think the cat thing screwed up again. Damn it.
What?
My cat robot, my litter robot's been screwing up with its like timing. Oh no, it says it's ready. Okay, it must be fine. Okay, good for it. Anyway, we're in Barbara's room now.
This is live, folks. Real live. This is live.
It's live. Yeah. I mean, it's not, but I'm not good at it, so it's live. And she's like, you could always have a glass. She's very nervous. She's taking a pill. And she's like, well, you could always have a glass of red wine. She's like, no, I don't want one. And she drinks cola instead.
Cola.
Foreshadowing. So we're at the play. There's a scene where they drink a little drink and like there's a 15-minute intermission. JB goes talk to Julian. Barbara can't breathe and she's dead.
That was fast, honey. She died real fast, girl.
JB's like, bring in the police. And everybody's like, well, our chief of police is right there, so he's in charge. Great.
And he's incompetent.
Uh-huh. And JB's like, it was cyanide. And the chief is like, yes, it smelled like almonds. And he does a little Poirot impersonation. brings JB into another little room, and he asks about his performance because he really wants to be an actor. He's tired of being chief of police, and he also wants to be Poirot. He is no Poirot.
You know me, I immediately was like, why are you doing that? Stop doing that.
Yeah.
Please stop.
Yeah.
It was very not good for me because, dear listeners, that's like my all-time favorite, and I was not excited.
Girl,
Yes.
I just thought of something.
Okay.
We could do a drag queen Mrs. Marple mysteries. Take turns playing Mrs. Marple and doing things.
Oh,
Is there another one? Isn't Miss Marple and another woman?
what do you mean, and another woman?
And another woman. Aren't there? Didn't she have two women or just?
There's been 3.
No.
TV.
I meant like. There's Poirot, Mrs. Marple. Isn't there not a third person?
Oh, in
like-
the Agatha Christie pantheon,
Yeah.
there is a third, but it's a couple.
Okay.
So if you ever, you don't have BritBox, do you?
I do have BritBox.
Oh, so whenever you have time, go watch a show called Partners in Crime.
Okay.
Because that actually is the third. Like, those are actually, you remember when I used to read these books like crazy. Those were actually my favorite books. I like their books more than the Poirot and Miss Marple.
Okay.
Because they're a little bit more dialogue heavy.
Okay.
Like, there's a lot of witty dialogue in their books. I think it was like Agatha Christie trying to do like a Thin Man kind of thing, but it's British, so it's actually like a bit funnier. So yeah,
Gotcha.
That's what they are.
Gotcha. So the chief has also said, well, the wine, he asked JB for help, and the wine smells like almonds, which is what cyanide smells like.
Mm-hmm.
Girl,
Have
if
you smelled cyanide before?
Huh?
Have you smelled cyanide before?
No, I've not, because cyanide gas is like released into stuff, and that's I've only ever used solid cyanide, like potassium cyanate and that kind of stuff.
Oh, okay.
If you were ever in a place and you just randomly smell almonds and you were not expecting to smell almonds, I believe cyanide gas is heavier than air, so you like run as fast as you can straight up and get out of the room,
Okay.
holding your breath. Your
All right.
eyes will water and burn.
That's good to know. I'm going to make sure that before I release that bomb in the house, I run. I want to be a rich widow.
Girl, speaking of that, I talked to one of my coworkers who is on the like crystal spectrum, and I told him about your husband and his crystals.
Yes.
And do you know what he said?
No.
He's lying. He really does believe they have some kind of magical properties, and I bet you I could look at what he's got and tell you exactly what he thinks.
You think Galen's a secret like crystal person?
You mean you don't?
I mean,
maybe not like fully, but like thinks about it some.
like what a great crystal curious.
That is a really good drag queen name, by the way.
I'm just here because they're just really pretty, you know, like they're just beautiful, and that's all. It's nothing else. Just they're pretty. That's why I'm here. Oh man, now that I say it out loud, it's like, oh, actually, there's a part of me that's yeah.
Well, Mr. Maim, if you're listening to this, hope you feel seen now.
Seen. Oh, it'll take years for him to get to this episode.
Oh, God. Well, so we're at the inn, and Maggie's talking to JB. It's like, they're trying to kill me. And Julian's just back there. No, they're not. You're great, and you're beautiful, and everybody loves you.
Julian, you should probably have some tea with honey, sweetheart. You sound a little froggy in the throat.
So we're at the theater. Alex says Maggie wanted out of the show for almost a year.
Wow.
No, okay, sorry. Going back, let's fix this. So JB asked Alex about Maggie's history about leaving the show and everything.
Mm-hmm,
And then he's like, well, she wanted out of the show once for almost a year, and she just left or offered to sue me. In the office, Nikki, little Nikki, the producer, says they have to go on, otherwise they're going to lose all their money.
Oh no!
Yeah,
They can't do that.
he's going to take all of the assets of the theater if they don't go on.
Then they won't have a theater.
Well, the chief's here.
Hello, Chief.
And the red wine was the only thing that was positive for Cyanide.
That's a mystery.
Mm-hmm. And the chief says that the Julian wants to kill Maggie. And JB's like, that makes no sense. So JB goes to the stage and looking for a scrapbook at the scrapbook. And there's a flashback where she's looking creepily at some paintings and her and Frank's voice comes on. It's real bad.
It was cool to hear Frank's voice, though. A little bit. I thought it was nice.
Well, Prue and Larry are fucking.
What? When did that start? Was that during the commercial break?
God. So we're at the pharmacy. We meet Eddie, who I think runs the pharmacy or is like manager of the pharmacy.
Runs the pharmacy. That one runs the pharmacy.
He loved Maggie. Oh, that's right, because his dad owned the pharmacy, inherited it.
Mm-hmm.
Did you know that my family, did I ever tell you this, that they owned the first pharmacy in Hickory? Yeah.
What?
Like the first modern pharmacy in Hickory.
That's kind of strangely coincidental, isn't it?
Yeah. My gave all their money to a crazy culty church that they were part of, and their land. It's very,
yeah. That's a lot of information you just dropped just now.
Yeah. We also find, what'd you say?
Is it kind of sad?
I guess. I mean, it made them happy.
Yeah.
They also find out that the prop pages in the scrapbook were always kept blank unless actors didn't know their lines, which is very weird. That is not how you normally do things, but whatever. That's how this place does it, right? Like, are you anytime you have a book, it needs to look like a book. It shouldn't be plain.
But wait, that means if the pages were blank, what was on that page that Maggie was looking at?
Stick around, find out. So we're at the show again, and this time Maggie and Julian are acting in front of a live studio audience.
Oh.
And Julian smells his drink as the curtains close and slaps it out of Maggie's hand. He's
that
like,
was a good slap.
Cyanide.
The audience is sitting there for a moment like, what? They're like, oh, this is part of the show.
Yes.
White people never do violent things.
after the curtain closes, they're like, who had access? Well, the chief, because he delivered it. No, but Prue gave it to me.
A lot of finger pointing.
Yeah. So we're at the police. Prue has no motive. Or Prue does have a motive. Sorry, Prue does have a motive. She likes Larry, and Larry's with Maggie.
Whoa.
And JB's like, baby girl chief. Baby girl chief, that guy. You got no evidence. Which, if you've never watched Centaur World, did you ever watch Centaur World?
No.
On Netflix?
No.
Girl, you need to. It's not meant for kids.
There are all these Netflix shows you keep telling me about. I'm wondering why Netflix doesn't even recommend. Does Netflix throw shows at me? But it's never the ones you're talking about.
I mean, this is a cartoon. Do you watch cartoons on Netflix?
I watch anime.
This is more American, but it's dark, and it's about a horse and her rider. Like she just calls the rider, and the horse's name is Horse. Okay. And it's two worlds that are together. The human world is being ruled by this horrible sorcerer, right?
Okay.
And they're looking there's like a magic key that the rider has to beat the sorcerer. And sorcerer falls, the horse has the key gets activated, and the horse gets sent to Centaur World, which is very cartoony and silly, and there's magic everywhere.
Okay.
But the horse is still just a horse in this cartoony world trying to get back to save her rider. And it is so good.
Okay.
I'll
give it a go.
It is so fucking good.
I'm not above it.
Okay.
I'll watch it.
Okay. And I mean, let me just tell you, Santa Gold writes a song for it.
Oh, really?
There you go.
I love her. Yeah, I love her a lot.
Yeah. So. And, there's lots of songs. Like it's a weird, dark musical thing. It's like, yeah, I thoroughly like it.
Weird, dark musical. You sold me. That was really all you had to say.
That I'm not gonna ruin anymore. Like,
well, you haven't ruined it yet. So
we're at the theater, and Alex says he's closing the show.
What? No, there's people that want to see it so bad.
I know, because there's so much death and destruction going on.
I mean, are they coming for the death now?
So JB goes to Larry. It's like, hey, you said that you would, when you were talking to Prue, you said you were going to, quote unquote, take care of Maggie. What do you mean by that? And he's like, oh, I meant that I was going to tell her that I was with Prue because... And JB's like, oh, you're just doing all this to make Julian jealous. He's like, that's the one. So
which is like a weird, that's a weird reach.
This again, y'all, I apologize. This is a back and forth. Like, we are everywhere. This is not linear. This is very...
We're like Visa.
Yeah, it's like we bought this set. We put this set together, and we are going to use every part of it more than 3 times.
We're going to have camera angles that are weird so we can be in different rooms and all of those things.
It's like, oh God, this is probably my least favorite episode this so far too. I'll be honest with you right now, but
I mean,
that we've seen, yes.
Yeah, I mean, it's not one of the best, but I will admit, like, watching the one lady just watching Maggie just chewing that scenery up.
It's not bad. This isn't bad, but it's not. Like,
on the spectrum of Murder, She Wrote, this goes into like the mid-level average kind of thing.
I think it goes. Yeah. I think it goes below average. Like I don't think below average is bad.
Below average?
Well, I don't think below average is bad because on a Sunday afternoon when you're just sitting there watching, waiting for your roast to cook, and half-assedly paying attention to things, not bad.
That's a great way of gauging this. If it keeps my attention while I'm waiting for that timer to go off, it's still okay.
Now, am I falling asleep during this, or am I actually, paying attention? I'm paying attention. So it's good.
Which is good, right? I mean, if you put yourself in like their shoes, right?
Yeah.
You probably should be like knitting also, right?
Yeah.
It's a Sunday evening. It's 7:00. Yeah, right? Like you're just kind of.
Is my knitting going slowly because I'm actually watching it, or is it going fast?
No, you're hyped up on Jesus, so you're probably knitting a little bit faster than normal because it is a Sunday.
You're right.
Mm-hmm. You got your Jesus fuel. You are
Jesus fuel. Okay.
Filling up that cup, honey. Filling up that cup.
So JB pulls Maggie and Julian aside and wants them to be honest. What was on that note? Well, 30 years ago. Love. ... And that's it.
Love too. Yes. That's all she gives her for the first round. This is as far as we go.
And Maggie decides she's going to go on with the show. The show must go on.
Do it, Maggie. Do it, honey. All of those Broadway opportunities are just waiting for you.
She's gonna.
They always love me in Hamlet.
She's gonna get a Tony is what she's gonna get.
Oh, soap dish. I think I'm gonna have to watch that tonight.
Oh,
this episode's got me very soap.
What, girl? If we ever do a live show, if we ever do a live show, it'll be us with soap dish on, and like we pause it and talk about it as we go through the show, right? That is our live show.
And our special guest, Sally Field, ladies and gentlemen, Sally
And
Field.
it's a drag queen dressed up as Sally Field.
Yes. And then the drag queen takes off their outfit and it's the real Sally Field.
Well, that's not going to happen.
I mean, it might. She's got a gay son. She might be into it.
If we do LA.
We go through the gay son of Sally Field. We're like, hey, we are Moe's and you're Mo, and your mom is in our all-time favorite movie, and we're going to be doing a live.
By the way, girl, I don't know if you know this, but you are 2 degrees away from Trixie Mattel. I don't know if you know that.
Really?
Yeah, I know somebody that went to college with him.
Stop it. Oh my God. Are they still friends with her?
I don't know. They were in the same program.
Can they get us free makeup? I can't believe you didn't see where that line of questioning was going.
Next time I go to Wisconsin, I'll ask.
Like later, I'm like, didn't you see where that line of questions was headed?
We'll take samples, girl. We'll take samples.
I will take samples. They don't even have to be packaged properly, right? They could be half used, technically. I'll use the alcohol wipe.
No, not half used. That's no.
Oh, I'm sorry. I guess some people are used makeup.
So
I didn't know you were so fancy. Sorry,
girl. I accidentally bought a tube of lipstick from Walgreens that didn't have both plastic pieces on. You know, that was unsealed at one point.
Yes. And
I put it aside and don't remember which color it was.
Oh,
so
no.
Somehow wound up in the bag. So I just can't use any of my Maybellines.
No, what? Good Lord.
I know.
Did it look like this art? Does it even look like the sticks have been like touched at all?
I'm still not going to use it. Because even if it hadn't been, it could have been on their
So
arm.
It was completely opened.
Yes. I mean, I don't know.
But at least based on the seals, there was no actual seal on it.
Yes.
Okay, well, that's different. I will say that's different.
There were no tears of a rose from a grave.
No, yeah. I mean,
there was no seal.
Yeah, I mean, anything could have happened there. That could have gone up somebody's butt. You don't know. Or, it could have had some drag queen's name
Sapphire
written.
Pleasure on my butt.
That was that missing one from All Stars that we never found. We never tracked it down.
Sapphire Pleasure?
The rogue lipstick. I'm getting out of here. I'm not going to decide somebody's future.
Oh, my God.
You'll never catch me.
So JB goes up to Julian and it's like, 9 months is very close to a year. I have nothing to say on that.
Oh. Uh-oh. Come on, Jessica. You better track this down, girl.
So TJ shows up and she's like, who are you?
And
he's like, I'll never tell. So we're in the office.
What movie was that?
That was the Brittany Murphy one with Michael Douglas.
That was it.
Yeah. R.I.P. Brittany Murphy. R.I.P.
R.I.P. Brittany.
There's a very bad movie with her and Catherine Tate.
Just the one?
Where she is an American who lives in England, and the only reason she's an American who lives in England is because her British accent is so bad they have to explain it away in the script.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
So, obviously, this is a little controversial. I like Brittany Murphy. I really loved her. When she played like her kind of fun, quirky parts, it was great. She was not technically a good actress. I mean,
I disagree.
Okay.
Because of 2 movies.
Oh, 2 movies?
2 movies. Drop Dead Gorgeous, which is her quirky role, but she's great in it. Yeah. And she's phenomenal in Girl Interrupted. She's better than Winona and other one. She is so fucking good in Girl Interrupted.
I'd have to go back and rewatch
And
it.
devastating.
I'd have to go back and rewatch it. I think I was so like Jolie, like hypnotized, you know?
Yeah. I mean, Angelina Jolie's good too. Like she's Oscar worthy. Brittany Murphy's part's not big enough to win the Oscar, but she's fantastic.
I think Judi Dench would disagree. I think 8 minutes would disagree with you, my dear.
Well, we can't all be Judi Dench.
I would have been so mad had I been any other actress that year.
So we're in the office, and Alex and JB are talking, and the chief comes in and accuses him of trying to kill Maggie, of killing Barbara, trying to kill Maggie.
He's just throwing accusations.
He
everywhere.
is. So later on, Larry's walking around and sees Maggie's dressing room has been broken into.
Whoa.
TJ runs out.
Ooh.
Larry tackles him, and he has the birth certificate.
Uh-oh.
TJ was stealing the birth certificate. He's writing an unauthorized bio on them. Barbara brought him in to get Maggie out of the play, right? She got the birth certificate she was going to use to get Maggie out of the play by making her go crazy. And she planned the note and the birth certificate.
Jeez.
We also find out that Barbara does not drink red wine. So there's no way she could have been poisoned at the beginning.
Oh, wow.
Well, as we're walking back to the back room, we find out Larry has changed his name before.
Yeah, we said cable guy. He used to be Larry the Cable Guy.
Went from Larry the Cable Guy to Larry Matthews.
Yes.
Was his middle name, or was it Larry the Cable Guy?
No, the was short for Theodore. I'm sorry.
Larry Theodore Cable Guy.
You're not saying it right. His family was French. It was
Larry Theodore Kibagi.
Kibagi.
Kablagi.
Kabligi.
Kablagi. 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 That reminds me of
Lawrence Theodore Kabligi.
Lawrence Theodore Kablagi.
The fourth.
That reminds me of
oh god,
of Amelie, where he just gets on the Lady Di thing and just keeps on going la di di la di di la di di.
Oh,
Amelie.
Lawrence Theodore
Kablagi.
Kablagi the fourth. Oh, dear listeners, you have to listen to Designing Women to understand how we got to this point.
Where am I at?
Make sure you listen to Baking Sugar for this week.
So JB has a plan, and in the plan, Julian gets a piece of paper during the play.
Oh.
After the performance, the chief comes up and he's like, "I've determined the identity of the killer." He asks for the letter from Julian. And JB's like, "You idiot, don't do this. Don't do this." I am, because I know it is. It's you, Larry, because I heard that you called your name. Change your name. Say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name.
Say my name.
If no one is around you, say, "Baby,
say, baby, I love you.
You ain't running games."
Say my name.
Say my name. I love that song. Is that the one with all 12,000 of them?
Yeah.
Okay. It's a fierce video too.
There's still 4 of them. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe say my name.
Well, no, in that one there's 6, isn't it?
There was never 6. It was always 4.
Right,
It
but
was
it's got the
4.
2 old ones and the 2 new ones to where it's.
No.
Hold on.
It's
I thought.
no. No, that was like in the transition year where the 2 girls, the 2 original girls were gone, the 2 new girls were in, and that was before the other girl left Michelle to fend for herself.
Okay.
Yeah, remember, Destiny's Child is DNA encoded on my brain, so.
Okay.
Poor Michelle, she didn't know what she was getting into. She did not. Oh my God, I have to tell you something hilarious that happened. Since I didn't see you last week. So a friend of mine who comes into karaoke was telling me all about some dudes that he was talking to on Grindr, and he was trying to show me. He was like showing me how hot, oh my God, he's so hot, right? So in trying to show me the little back and forth exchange or whatever, obviously he was showing himself his goods as well. So in trying to like hide his body from me, right? He realized immediately that he had his phone turned and there's a woman right here to the right of us at the bar that he just showed his entire junk to. And it was like a split second because you actually heard her say, "What?" Like that. I was like, literally, you're an idiot. Like, you're an idiot.
You know what I would say? It doesn't matter. Just show me all of it. I don't.
No,
care.
I told her. I was like, honey, I don't care. I said, I've seen stuff. It's good.
I've seen bigger. I'm sure I've seen bigger. I'm sure I've seen smaller.
I know I'm an old drag queen, but honey, I've been through the block. I know what's there. I've been on window shoppings.
I randomly started following one of your friends for some reason. I don't know why.
Oh no, which friend?
I don't know. I think I thought they were more of a thought. And then we'll talk about that after this.
You think you thought they were a thought?
I think I thought they were a thought, and then I was like, no, this is not a thought.
Oh my gosh, we now have a gay tongue twister.
Oh God!
I think I thought they were a thought. I think I thought they were a thought. I think I thought they were a thought.
So the chief takes Larry away.
Okay.
JB is pissed and just shakes her head and walks away. She goes.
Wouldn't you be? I mean, wouldn't you be at this? Yeah.
She goes to the dressing room and it's like, the poison was in the glass. And here's something that I don't know if you caught that she said.
Yeah.
Eddie took away the glass and threw it away.
No, I remember her saying that. Yeah.
But why would he have taken it away? Was he an accomplice? Because he loved Maggie too.
Makes sense. I mean, that wouldn't make sense in this show.
That's why I was confused.
Huh? Yeah.
But I did it all for you, Maggie. I did not want it all to get out, and I wanted us to be happy.
What? This can't be true.
Barbara
no, wait, hold on. This can't be true.
Barbara threatened to go public if I didn't let her act that first day, so that's what happened. I'm sorry. I love you.
No, we just got back together.
Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Did you enjoy this episode?
I did. I mean, I like any ones where there's old actors eating scenery. So
I mean, again,
still okay.
Again,
I do understand. I agree with you though, right? If we have to start ranking these, which we do at this point now, we have to be very honest, and we can't say that every single one of them is a 5-star kind of episode. So yeah, I would agree with you that this one was not as strong.
Right. Now again, I've not encountered one that's like, oh my God, I hate this episode.
Right, exactly.
The Magna PI was probably the closest one. I don't know. That one was a little junky.
I mean, that one felt very much like they were just like CBS forced them to do it. Like it didn't even seem like they were having a good time doing it. Now I will say, if the rest of the characters on this show had been eating their scenery as much as Maggie, this would have been a hoot.
Yes.
Like, could you imagine if
I
the
even think
stupid...
I think I give props to Prue because she was being pretty.
No, Prue was good.
Yeah.
She was. But I mean, like, imagine if the detective had taken that like 8 steps further and really just like, oh gosh, that would have been amazing.
If he maybe had a fake French accent.
The whole thing, it would have been so good.
Not French.
But yeah,
he's,
Belgium.
Yeah. What?
I love that you did that. I'm like, oh my God, it's like an episode.
God. All right, girl. Why don't you tell our dear listeners where they can find you?
Totally. Hello, dear listeners. I'm glad to be back after the last couple of weeks. Nice to see you. Thanks for sticking around. You can find me on the social media at Auntie Maims with an S. You can find me in real life hosting the amazing Colossal Karaoke every Thursday night at Killer Idol in South Beach, Miami. You can find me hosting the It's Happening Out television show. It's an online queer news and entertainment show. Find out more about them at It's Happening Out on different social media platforms, including YouTube. And lastly, you can find me with The Villain Theater, an improv and comedy theater located in Miami. More about them at villaintheater.com. And how about you, Mims?
Hey, y'all. I'm the Divine Miss Mims. You can find me online at Divine Miss Mims. I have, in fact... Yeah, don't react to that, Maim. I have, in fact, some YouTubes and TikTokies out there. Hey, Maim.
That's the most I should have known. If I could have, oh my gosh, it's hilarious. Yeah, sorry. Yeah,
we can talk after we hang up this podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yep.
Did you know we have a Patreon?
What?
Dear listener, go to patreon.com. Mims and Maim, you can throw us some money. And we have video of our newest podcast, We Object, which is the Alan McBeal podcast. Hey, Maim.
Video, everybody. Video.
Hey, Maim.
Light drag.
Did you know that we have another podcast?
What?
It's called Baking Sugar. It's a Designing Women podcast. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know they have merchandise? That's right. If you go to mimsandmaim.com, you can buy some things. Hey, Maim.
Yes.
Do you know what I love?
5-star reviews.
That's right, dear listeners. I love 5-star reviews, and it really helps us.
A lot.
But mostly for our mental stability. Hey, Maim.
Yeah.
Do you know what I've been forgetting to announce? We have an email, dear listeners. If you ever want to reach out to us, you can reach us at mimsandmaim@gmail.com.
You can tell it's not part of the cadence yet, because I'm like, wait, what did we miss?
That's right. Hey, Maim, do you have anything else to add?
Nah.
Then why don't you say goodnight, Maim?
I'm about to talk to you about this. Good night, Maim.
Bye, y'all.